comes with these little lid holders. You gotta put them on. They have little... Now all I gotta do is wash these crocks. Y'all, what I put on that title is true. This truly is a game changer for me. And I'm sure it would be for you too, depending on the space that you have. And I don't have a great big space here. My kitchen is good size, but it's not huge. And y'all, I've got so many kitchen appliances, and I've been going through them and getting rid of them. I still have that old Showtime rotisserie, y'all, and I don't use that. So I'm getting rid of it. I've got a couple different crock pots. I'm gonna get rid of them. But how this came about the other day, and I was thinking, we were out and about, and I'm like, I do have freezer cubes home in the freezer that I can, you know, pop out, pop in the oven, and heat up for dinner or throw them in the microwave. But you know what? Wouldn't it have been so nice if I had a way to, like, you know, just put the different components in something and they'd be heating up while we're gone. And I'm like, you know what? They make those little tiny crock pots, those little individual crock pots. I might be able to get something like that and put in, you know, what we were going to have for dinner, what we want to have for lunch, and put it in the morning. And while we're going about our day, when it comes lunchtime or dinner time, it'll already be heated up. I know, y'all, it's lazy. It's laziness. But, you know, sometimes we all suffer from a little bit of laziness, and I get busy working on eBay or taking care of my grandkids, working in the garden and all that, and sometimes I just, you know, forget to, you know, put something in the fridge to thaw out or whatever. And with the freezer cubes, it's great because all I really do is have to, you know, pop them in the microwave or pop them in the oven, and I can... In the microwave, I can get them done within 15 minutes sometimes, some of them even sooner than that. But then I got to do 15 minutes for Greg's, 15 minutes for mine, and you know, so I'm like, if there would be a simpler way, why not try that? So I started looking at these crock pots, and I was looking at the doubles, and then I seen they had triples. And I thought, you know what, one of those would be so good because I could put lunch and dinner in them, frozen with the super cubes, and they'd be thawed out, and I'd have lunch and I'd have dinner. And then I started looking at them, and they were little, y'all. They're only like 1.5 quarts. I'm like, 1.5 quarts will not work because the super cubes are 5 by 5 and 5 by 3, and the 1.5 quarts would only go up to like 4, and they would get skinny at the bottom. And anyway, the super cubes, the freezer cubes would not work in the smaller crock pots the way, you know, that I would want them to work. So I'm like, oh, you know, I had such a good idea and it got ruined. But then I started looking and I found this crock pot, y'all. And let me show you what it looks like. It's called the Elite Gourmet. So I found it, y'all, and it's actually got, let me take these out. It's actually got these type of inserts, and they are 2.5 quarts. So then that really got me thinking. If these are 2.5 quarts, not only could I heat up, you know, our super cubes, you know, and reheat them, but y'all, I can make three different meals in this, y'all. 3 different meals, and they all be done, and I could freeze them. And like I said before, I'm not into that whole big batch cooking and freezing stuff. I'm just not into that. But what I am into, y'all, is saving a little bit of money. And they always have these big packs of chicken or these big packs of beef at the grocery store. And I never get them because I'm just like, I'm not going to cook it all at one time. And then I'm just going to have to freeze it, break it down and freeze it. And then I'm going to have to remember to thaw it. I just don't do it. I usually just buy the smaller packs, even though it costs me a little bit more money. But I thought, you know what? If I got one of these things, I can cook all the big pack of chicken, all the big pack of beef or whatever, and make 3 different meals at one time. And then I just divvy them up and put them in the super cubes, and I'll have, I don't know how many meals, you know, I haven't done it yet. I'm about to do it, but I don't know how many meals I would end up getting out of it, but a lot. So I'm thinking, you know what? This was a win-win all around. And I had an Amazon gift card, so it didn't cost me anything. So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and get it. And I wanted to show it and share it with you all. So maybe if you want to get it, you could get it on Black Friday. But this is the only one, to my knowledge, that has the 2.5 quart inserts. All the other ones got the little itty bitty ones, and you don't want that. You don't want the itty bitty ones. So, but anyway, let's make some chicken in this. I'm going to make 3 different chicken recipes. So easy. And I got a pack of chicken of Aldi. Let me show you. I got this, y'all, this big pack of chicken breasts at Aldi, and I paid $11.98. So let's see how many meals I can get out of $11.98. And I know I'm going to do 3 different recipes here because I got 3 different crocks, but let's see how many meals I'm going to be able to get out of that. Okay, y'all, what I'm doing is cutting each one of these chicken breasts in half because I don't need full chicken breasts for me and Greg. So I'm cutting each one in half. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chicken breasts, y'all, in this package. So I'm cutting them all in half. All of them in half. So 6 turned into 12. And I've got 3 Crockpot inserts. So I'm going to be putting 4 in each Crockpot insert. Okay, y'all, so I got all the chicken cut up the way I wanted it. So we're going to go ahead and put the chicken in each one of the crocks. So each one's going to get 4 pieces of chicken, except I cut the 4 pieces for this recipe down here into smaller pieces, but it's still getting 4 pieces. They're just cut in smaller pieces. So we're going to see how much this ends up making. One more for there, and then this one's getting this much. So I'm making different recipes here. So different recipes, I want different size pieces of chicken. I'll go ahead and cut this one in 2 as well. So we got 2, 4, 6 pieces in here, and 2, 4, 6 in here, and I got 4 bigger pieces in this one. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna wash my hands after messing with that chicken. All right, y'all, these are the absolute easiest recipes. This first crock right here, it's going to be a Mexican shredded chicken. So that I can use for tacos, salads, or soup, whatever. 1 pack of taco seasoning and 1 jar of salsa, any type of salsa you want. You could have used salsa verde or anything like that. I just didn't have it. And this one is going to be used so I can make it with mashed potatoes, stuffing, whatever. And I'm just going to go in with a can of cream of chicken soup, just like that. Some cracked pepper. I want to put onions in here, so some onions. That's 1 onion cut up. And then I'm going to use the everything but the leftovers. Everything but the leftovers seasoning from Trader Joe's, and put quite a bit of that in there. And do that. And then my last one, y'all, it's going to have barbecue sauce. About that much. And it's going to have some apricot preserves or peach preserves, whatever you have. I gotta grab a spoon here. You put that in there. This one's my favorite. I love this. Love the taste of this. I'm gonna put probably, well, y'all, I put almost a whole jar in there. And then the secret ingredient to this one, y'all, I've just spilt it everywhere, but the secret ingredient is whiskey. I know, but it is. Trust me, it tastes so good. And y'all, that's it. That is absolutely it. I'm just going to put the lids on these and cook them on low until they're done. Probably about 6 hours. Okay, y'all, it's all done. I mean, can it get any easier than this? I mean, seriously, can it get any easier? So here they all are. Y'all, can it get any easier than that? I mean, I really went back and forth before I decided to buy this, because like I said, I didn't know if I needed another kitchen gadget or not. But I'm glad. I really am glad I got it now, because I think it is going to really seriously change the way I cook these freezer meals and how I prepare them. Because just being able to just like dump and go 3 different meals, and I mean, it was just so easy, y'all. And I'm all about simple and easy. The older I get, I just need things to be simple. Okay, y'all, that's what I got to freeze. Okay, y'all, so I ended up getting 7 meals because we ate one of them. One of them we ate the barbecue apricot chicken. So we had that one. So we ended up getting 7 meals out of a $12 pack of chicken, or 7 proteins, I guess, because it's not a complete meal because you have to put it with other things. But still, y'all, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, and it didn't take me. Literally, it took me. What, 3 or 4 minutes to dump everything in the crock pot and turn it on, and that's it. It's going to take me longer probably to wash everything and clean everything up than what it did to make it. So, I mean, this really is going to be make things so much simple for me because it's just, I don't do meal prep, y'all. I don't like to do meal prep. I just cook, and that's how I do it, and that's how I like to do it. But this, I can do a little bit of meal prep if I want to. But mainly, I didn't really buy it to do so much meal prepping, is what I did to buy it to use it to reheat the meals that I've already made. Like if we're on the go, like I said, if we're out running around, or if I'm working on eBay, or taking care of my grandbabies, and I just didn't have time to, you know, even pop something in the microwave, because that does take time. I could just already have it heating up in the crock pots and it be done. And then I was also thinking at night I could make dinner with this, and I could have dinner, you know, like the vegetable, the protein, and a dessert going. I'm like, that would be really cool. I could like have an apple crisp in one of them, or one of the lava cakes or something. So I thought that's going to be pretty cool. And then my kids are coming in for Christmas, so I thought, you know what, I can even use this for breakfast. I could put a frittata in one, gravy in one, overnight oats or something in one. You know how there's a recipe that you can put oats in a crock pot and make it overnight, and you can do the same thing with a frittata. You can put the frittata mix in a crock pot and cook it overnight. And I think it'd be plenty for all of us. Even though, you know, it's only 2.5 quart, I still think it'll be plenty. That's 2.5 quarts of gravy. It's a lot of gravy, y'all. So I think this will even work for Christmas breakfast or something like that. There's just so many different things that I'm going to use this for. I'm seriously happy with the purchase. I've been trying, I wouldn't have bought it though, I'll be honest with you, if I hadn't had a gift card, because I've been buying so much stuff lately, and my budget's getting blown, y'all, and it's getting close to Christmas, so I have to be careful. But I had a gift card for this, so I went ahead and got it, and I'm really, really thrilled with it. So now the tedious part, going in the kitchen and cleaning all these crocks. They are heavy. They're not flimsy by no means. They're kind of heavy. So I'll get me one of those little scrub daddies and clean them all out. I know I could have got those little crock pot liners and used those and made cleanup really easy, but I don't like those things. I don't know. I've never used them. I just prefer just to go ahead and clean them out. But they're kind of expensive too, for, you know, just to use and throw away. So I'm just going to go in here and clean these out. And I hope this helps y'all. And I'll talk to you next time.